This is ABC 7 News at 5.
Good evening, everyone. Thanks for being with us. I'm Karen Jordan.
This is Chicago's very own WGN News at 9.
And I'm Robert Jordan.
So, Bob, your daughter's anchoring at Channel 7?
That's right.
As a little girl, she would ride with me on weekends sometimes and ride around in the car with me and a cameraman. And so she got a chance to see how news was put together.
I would have to say I was 5 or 6. This was way before Take Your Daughter to Work Day. I was enjoying hanging out with him and just watching him talk to people, meet new people, and I really just enjoyed the way people seemed to really walk up to him with respect, and people were drawn to him and wanted to share their stories with him.
I mean, there were no blacks on television when I grew up. Occasionally you would see the Sammy Davis Jr. or Nat King Cole or people like that on variety programs, but there were no black newscasters.
But in 1970, Robert H. Jordan Jr. started his career at WSM-TV in Nashville, Tennessee, and became the first African-American news anchor in the city. By 1973, he joined WGN-TV in Chicago. Except for the 3 years he spent reporting for the CBS Nightly News with Walter Cronkite, Robert Jordan has been at WGN ever since. But even after over 30 years in the industry, he's still an advocate for change.
I think we need blacks in more decision-making positions in the newsroom as producers, as assignment editors, as camera crews, to help decide which stories are covered and which ones aren't. That's very important because that shapes the newscast, the types of stories we go out and cover. We need to be able to present a positive image for others to see. And I think we have to be very careful to make sure that's done.
There are still challenges that we face today in the newsroom, constantly having to pitch certain stories and make sure that you want to do stories that are of interest to you and your community. So you can appreciate how tough that was 20, 30 years ago.
Karen Jordan co-anchors the #1 rated weekend newscast in Chicago, the ABC 7 Weekend News. With degrees in English and broadcast journalism, she was more than prepared for her career challenge. But the real preparation came from being around her mom and dad.
Part of me wanting to take on a new challenge is because I know my parents are there to help me every step of the way. They've always been so supportive. She's a librarian and an educator, and so from there is where I really place value on reading and writing and just the importance of literacy and reading. You know, he kind of fell into this business, you know, when he was in his 20s, and he discovered it and discovered that it was made just for him. It used all of his strengths and his talents, and he exposed that to me. And I just think, if I'm not doing this, I don't know what I would do.
Karen is doing fine right now, and her career has just taken off. She's doing real well. She and I are equals, and on any given night when our news follows a ball game and we are pushed back to 10 o'clock, she beats us. So she's already beaten her old man. And but who else would you rather be beaten by than your own child?
And that'll do it for our news tonight. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. I'm Karen Jordan.